Hello, welcome back. We are now looking at the future perfect and future perfect continuous on page 76. So, the future perfect. It's used to express the expected time of completion. So, I will have finished this video by 4 o'clock. At this moment, 4 o'clock, it will be finished. All right? Or before, I will have finished. Future perfect continuous. This is more related to the total time something takes. So I will have been speaking for 4 minutes by the time I finish this video. So now I include the prior to now moment to the finish point and the total time normally complete. So you have a couple of examples here. Expected completion. I will have done it by this time tomorrow. So at this time tomorrow, so 3 o'clock tomorrow, it will be completed. The total time. I will have been doing it for 2 weeks by this time tomorrow. So at this time, 3 o'clock tomorrow, total period of time worked on something will be 2 weeks in this particular example here. The expression by the time. This is a bit of a strange one, okay? It's often a bit confused. When we use by the time, it is to express something is true exactly in that moment, or something will be desired or wanted after that point. There's a whole section of by the time in this book somewhere. I can't remember where it is, but it gives more detailed instruction there. Okay, let's look at some of the examples coming right up. Hello again. Time for some future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now, as you saw in the explanation, it's not speaking about the remaining time, it's speaking about the remaining time and the previous time spent doing something. So it's the whole period, okay? So the questions are in present perfect, then we look at the the future perfect and the future perfect continuous. So, how long have you been living in Madrid? This is the present perfect continuous. I have been living in Madrid for 7 years. And by the time you move, maybe I will leave Madrid in 2 years. So I will have been living in Madrid for 10 years, 8 plus 2, okay? For 10 years by the time I leave Madrid. How long have you been driving your current car? I have been driving my current car for 3 years. And by the time I sell my current car, I will have been driving it for 10 years, or 20 years perhaps. Hopefully. How long have you been feeling this about the situation? I have been feeling this way about the situation for a few months, and by the time it is resolved, I will have been feeling this way about the situation for a year, perhaps. How long have you had your current job? I have had my current job for 7.5 years. And by the time I find another job, I will have had my current job for 8 years. How long have you had those shoes you are wearing? I have had these shoes I am wearing for maybe 3 years. And I will have had these shoes for 4 years by the time I throw them away because they're too old. How long have you been with your mobile phone provider? I have been with my mobile phone provider for 3 years. So next year I will change. So I will have been with my mobile phone provider for 4 years by the time I change my provider. How long have you been voting for? I have been voting for, maybe 18 years. And I will have been voting for 50 years by the time I retire. How long have you been with your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend? I have been with my girlfriend for 4 years. So, hypothetically, if we break up next year, I will have been with my girlfriend for 5 years by the time we break up. Or dump Dump is a bit of a nasty word to say to break up with someone. And the last one. How long have you been doing your kind of work? I have been doing my kind of work for more than 8 years. And I will have been doing my kind of work for over 20 years by the time I change my career. Well, I hope that all makes sense, and just take a bit of time with this one. There are several different options. You can use the continuous, present perfect continuous, or just the present perfect. Generally speaking, they mean the same thing, but if you think it will continue, use the continuous version instead. And we'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.